Chapter 389 of Reborn is a milestone for Tsunayoshi Sawada, the main character. It was a milestone. I'm telling you right now, people. 389 is a huge character development and huge moment in Reborn for Suna. Alright, so basically this chapter was piecing together the puzzle of, like, what Suna's gonna do. Him contemplating and trying to figure out, what can I do? And Reborn telling the other article about as well, what's going on. And by the way, if you're gonna read this chapter or you're gonna reread it, I highly recommend you listen to the Reborn soundtrack, A New Power. It's from the anime, because I guarantee that if this content was animated, this would be the soundtrack that they will play. It fits so perfect, it's so beautiful, and it just goes really good with this content. So basically, Suna is like, what do I do? And I feel his pain, because throughout the entire series, he's always kind of like been with Reborn and everything, so he really got attached to the character. And again, this is character development beyond belief for Suna, because this is the first time where he doesn't have Reborn telling him, you need to do this, or Reborn telling him you need to do that. It's almost as though Reborn is at a loss of, pretty much kind of like not giving up necessarily, but he's looking at it as he only has one option, and that's to die. And how he's going to die is the only other option he pretty much has. It's like, hey, how am I going to die now? And the other article Bareno were surprisingly against it. They I remember and particularly it was one of the article Bareno said if we're gonna die, I don't want to die, I want to live longer. I believe that was Mamon. And all of them are just like, no, we don't want to die, we want to live. And I understand completely, that they don't want to die. And Verde, of course, he doesn't want to die at all. He's not for the side of justice or anything like that. And it was just really a somber chapter for me. At the same time, a really awesome setup, because we got Suna piecing together, and there was epic parts at the end of the chapter as far as for a setup, because a setup necessarily could either be very boring and slow, or it could have some greatness to it and some girth to the story and add to it. And this chapter did just that. We're seeing Suna for the first time planning by himself, not having Reborn's advice. He even says this is the first time. Usually I always ask Reborn for advice. He doesn't have Reborn. Reborn is at a loss for words himself, seemingly. You never know if he has something on the table, because Reborn is a genius. And this chapter, the end of it, was just crazy. The end of it was crazy. First of all, Suna calls the ninth. And I was like, okay, that shows initiative. He's actually calling the ninth, and he asked for somebody's address. Now, we don't know who he went to see to talk to, which I can't wait to find out who that is. That's a nice little mystery thrown in there. But then after that, he goes and he asks for advice, or not advice, for help from Mukuro and Zanzas. Now, I kind of predict, and it's going to be a little comedic moment, but I kind of predict that the Zanzas thing, Zanzas is probably going to attack him right there, because, Zanzas doesn't want Suna in his sight. To him, it's a disgrace that Zanzas is 20 years old, and Suna was 13, 14, and lost to, he lost to Suna. So I kind of think that he's probably going to say, beat me right now, and then I'll help you, and they're going to probably have a little fight in the next chapter. That's what I'm hoping for. It's comedic, it's going to be epic. I would love to see Zanzas and Suna square off one more time. That would be awesome. But I think Mukuro already said yeah. He also visited Enma. I'm sure Enma said yeah. He visited Byakuran. Pretty sure Byakuran said yeah as well. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. These epic people, it was just awesome. As well as, I kind of feel bad for Coronello. I forgot to mention, with the whole article about Bareno thing, because he's like, if it means Lau dying, Laru, then no, I'm not in. And I kind of feel bad for Coronello, because he can't even think for his own sake. He got to really constantly think about Laru, and it is what it is with that whole situation. But nonetheless, I can't wait to see some action. Possibly either the team up with all of them. Maybe Asuna's probably going to attack the Venditti with everybody, or just do some massive brawl. Because, Byakuran and Enma are already out of the competition. So, for him asking their help, I don't know exactly what he's doing. Maybe he's planning on throwing the tournament, and then when Checkerface shows up, trying to grab him or something and force him to say how to stop the whole article Bareno thing. I don't know what Suna's plan is, but regardless, I can't wait to see this in action. What did you think of this chapter, though? And what do you think is Suna's plan as far as teaming up with all these people? What is going on here? What do you think? And also, who do you think it was that Suna visited? Because it's real suspicious that he called the ninth, said, is he in town? So it got to be somebody from Italy. Now, who that is very wise, I'm sure he went to somebody very wise, that is from Italy, which there's a lot of people, but that isn't Reborn, that isn't the ninth. Who could he have gone to see? Let me know in the comment section below, or with a video response. Give me your thoughts on this pretty awesome setup for, Reborn. Can't wait to see what happens next. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to see action with Suna, Zanzas, Byakuran, Mukuro, Enma. The craziness is about to go down. I'm Fnevel World. As always, people, have an awesome day, and make sure to watch my next video like your life depends on it.